Hey everybody, it's Dale Marsh here, lead buyer specialist with the Santa Sells Houses team, and I'm joined today by
Eric Gagne, our insurance guy representing Town and Country Mutual Insurance, and I am here to answer all
insurance inquiries. Welcome to another edition of Insurance Inquiries. So today's question for Eric is, can you get home coverage for natural disasters?
So when referring to natural disasters, we're talking tornadoes, hurricanes. If there's an ice storm, there's coverage for that as well too. So yeah, so tornadoes are covered under your windstorm peril in your home insurance policy.
Okay.
Hurricanes would fall under that as well too. So anything that's kind of, lightning is another big one that's a natural occurring event that obviously if lightning strikes your home and starts a fire, or if lightning strikes a tree and the tree falls on your home, that's covered as well too. So definitely those are coverages that are in play. The newest one now is flood. A lot of insurance companies are introducing flood insurance in Canada, specifically now in Ontario. Mm-hmm. So it's in a kind of an evolving educational piece for consumers to understand what their flood coverage would cover with their home.
Exactly. Now, is there a difference when you're talking flood coverage between overland water and hydraulic water pressure that comes up from groundwater underneath your house?
So usually if you'll get that hydraulic kind of high pressure water issue coming up, that would be due to probably a rising water table issue, which is probably due to a rain event.
Okay.
So where in the past where it's been distinguished is you would get sewer, sump pump and drain coverage. So if water's coming up through a floor drain, because water is not evacuating from the home, or if a sump pump stops working and you now have 2 or 3 inches of water in the basement, there's always been that coverage there if you purchase it with your insurance company to pay for that. What flood insurance now does is it basically any water that is now going to come in through an opening like a door or a window, that now would be a situation where it's just water entering into the home because of a rainstorm, or let's say if your home's near a river, that would be that coverage. So they were two different coverages, but they're kind of rolling into one kind of going forward.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What about comets? You ever have comet claims?
Comet claims, no comet claims, no asteroid claims, no, but that would be, there is a falling object peril that is in your policy, that if you've chosen the correct policy, which is our best form of coverage at our insurance company, is what's called a plus form or all risk coverage. There is falling object coverage in there as well too. So
wow, so comets, asteroids, airplane debris, satellites falling out of the sky, that sort of stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good to know. What about critters and pests? Like, do you ever have claims like mice or squirrels chew your wiring or stuff like that?
So we do have instances where mice do chew through wires, and then there's like a fire that occurs after. Okay. That's covered usually under the peril of fire. But stuff like vermins, rodents, skunks, raccoons, that type of coverage is an exclusion in a policy. So if you have a raccoon up in your attic causing damage, that's not going to be an insured peril. You're going to want to get it out of there.
So you'd have to call an exterminator of some kind, a pest company to remove the source. But if they caused a fire or some kind of major damage, then it could be covered.
Correct. It could be covered. Fire, again, we look at fire, and if the peril is fire, that's going to be the coverage that is triggered. But when it comes to, there is a specific exclusion in the policy for damage caused by skunks, raccoons, rodents, vermins. So that's an area you want to keep on top of when you're maintaining your home, keeping an eye on areas that where critters could get into and cause extensive damage over a long period of time where you're not even seeing the damage occur.
Well, another piece of great advice from Eric. So thanks again for watching today, and let's hope no skunks or satellites or meteors land on top of your house.